One bad habit is silently turning your automatic transmission into a $5,000 repair bill. And you are probably doing it right now. Most drivers have no idea their daily routine is the single biggest threat to the most expensive component in their vehicle. This video exposes 7 brutal mistakes that destroy automatic transmissions faster than age, faster than mileage, and faster than anything a mechanic can fix once the damage is done. Some of them will genuinely shock you. The last one is so financially catastrophic and so completely free to prevent that most people refuse to believe it until they are already signing the invoice. Stay until the end. You cannot afford not to. Starting at number 7, sitting in drive at every long stop. Every time you idle in a drive-through line or wait at a long red light with your transmission in drive, your torque converter is working, and that work generates heat. Transmission fluid begins losing its effectiveness above 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Above 240, seals harden, clutch packs glaze, and internal components warp in ways no fluid change can reverse. On a hot day in stop-and-go traffic, fluid temperatures can hit that danger zone in under 10 minutes. The fix costs you nothing. Shift into neutral at any stop longer than 30 seconds. Reduce the load on your torque converter and drop the operating temperature immediately. Heat is the single biggest killer of automatic transmissions. Not age, not mileage, heat. Neutral is the only thing standing between your gearbox and an early grave. At number 6, never changing your transmission fluid or filter. The phrase lifetime fluid on your dipstick cap is one of the most expensive lies the automotive industry ever told you. Lifetime means the warranty period, not the life of your vehicle, and the difference between those two definitions could cost you everything. Degraded fluid turns acidic, attacks seals from the inside, and deposits varnish on the tiny valve body passages that control every gear change your transmission makes. The clogged filter. Most owners never touch restricts fluid flow and starves clutch packs of the lubrication they need to survive. Consumer Reports flagged fluid neglect as one of the top causes of premature drivetrain failure. A fluid and filter service costs between $150 and $250. A rebuild costs between $3,500 and $6,000. The math is not complicated. The neglect is just that common. Number 5 is driving through standing water without knowing the depth. That flooded shortcut looks like a minor inconvenience. Inside your transmission, it is a catastrophe in real time. Automatic transmissions have breather vents that sit low enough on most vehicles that water above 8 to 10 inches gets sucked directly into the transmission case. Once water enters, the fluid turns milky, loses all lubricating ability, and begins destroying clutch material within miles. There is no draining your way out of that damage. The bonding compound holding clutch packs together breaks down on contact with water, and no fluid change reverses what has already been destroyed. A single flood crossing can push combined repair costs past $7,000. No shortcut is worth that. At number 4, ignoring a shudder on light throttle. If your car shakes between 25 and 50 miles per hour under light acceleration, that is not artwork, and that is not the road surface. That shudder is your torque converter clutch failing to engage cleanly, and the window to fix it cheaply is closing with every mile you drive past it. Ford issued Technical Service Bulletin 19-2305 addressing torque converter shudder on 2017 through 2019 F-150s with the 10R80 transmission. Toyota addressed identical complaints across multiple Camry and RAV4 model years, catching this early with a fluid service costs under $200. A full torque converter replacement runs between $1,200 and $2,000 installed. Every single day you ignore it, that bill grows larger. Number 3 is shifting into drive before the engine warms up. Every morning you start the car and immediately throw it into drive, you are sending cold, thick, barely circulated fluid into clutch packs that are not ready for it. Transmission fluid thickens overnight and takes 60 to 90 seconds to fully circulate through every valve and clutch pack in the gearbox. The 2018 through 2020 Nissan Rogue generated hundreds of NHT's complaints about premature CVT failure, with owner testimony repeatedly pointing to cold start driving as a contributing factor in vehicles under 40,000 miles. Let the engine idle for 45 to 60 seconds before engaging drive, and drive gently for the first mile. That 1 minute of patience is completely free and worth more than any additive you can pour into it. At number 2, not using the parking brake on an automatic. If you park by shifting into park and walking away, you are slowly destroying the parking pawl, a small metal pin inside your transmission that locks the output shaft. On any slope or crown surface, the entire mass of the vehicle transfers onto that pin. Independent mechanics documented premature pawl wear on 2015 through 2018 Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra trucks parked on grades without the parking brake engaged. Pawl replacement requires full transmission removal on most platforms, turning a $30 part into a $1,200 labor bill. Set the parking brake before you shift into park, every single time. And number 1, the most financially devastating and most universally ignored transmission killer on this list, is never installing an external transmission cooler. Factory coolers are engineered for the average driver on an average day. If you tow, haul, live in a hot climate, or deal with stop-and-go traffic, you are already operating beyond what that factory cooler was sized to handle. The 2014 through 2018 Ram 1500 with the 8-speed torque flight accumulated some of the highest transmission overheating complaint volumes in NHTSA's database for its class. An external cooler costs between $150 and $300 in parts, plus $100 to $200 to install. That drops your fluid temperature by 30 to 40 degrees on every single drive for the rest of the vehicle's life. A transmission replacement on that same Ram runs between $4,000 and $6,000. Thermal damage is silent, cumulative, and irreversible by the time you notice it. This is the upgrade that separates drivers who replace transmissions from drivers who never have to. You just learned the 7 habits quietly destroying automatic transmissions every single day, and every one of them is free or nearly free to stop. Subscribe so you never get blindsided by a cost you could have prevented.